We already took that before.
Yep. Welcome to episode 110 of the No Hangover podcast. Like always, you can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud,
Fireworks.
Apple Podcasts,
That's
Google
10,
Play. For the visuals, check us out on YouTube. Follow and
YouTube.
subscribe on there. Check us out on Instagram. Go ahead and like all of that content.
At No Hangover Podcast.
Comment on the stories because we be asking questions sometimes. We want to know what you guys want to hear. If you have any topics you want us to talk about, DM us by all means. Follow, or not follow, but check out the website, www.nohangoverpodcast.com. Keep up with the latest merchandise. Check us out on Twitter, even though we're never fucking there.
Boom.
No
Twitter's a
Hangover
dirty
Pod.
place anyway, so, you know.
Twitter, it is dirty world out there.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, like I said, episode 110. And my guys, you already know them.
Episode 110.
It's
This
Jacob's
episode is all about Jacob, the Cuban sensation.
Damn.
We're excited to be here, as always. Your favorite host, Jordan G. in the cut. Cuban sensation in the middle.
A little nervous.
On the
The
hot
focal
seat.
point of the episode. Across from me, I got
Be
my
honest,
confidant,
was good.
my dog, Erica Ponte, looking real
What do
smooth
you
over
do?
there in
My
the glasses,
my
too.
brothers.
Already know.
You
Already
already
know.
know.
They
Quick
vibing.
shout out to XL Tent, Ryan Gilly over there.
Ryan.
If you need to get your shit right, if you fish bowling,
Stop
go check them
fucking
out.
fish bowling.
You got sun pointing in a certain direction in your house, and you're a little warm in there. He can do residential tent as well.
Oh.
So, his phone number is
Literally
386
anything glass.
386-479-7111.
Wow.
If you're on Instagram, it's XL_tent. Facebook is just XL Tent, and he does have a website, xltent.com. So show some love that way as well.
Boom.
Episode 110. Like I said, we're excited to be here.
Jacob always
Venus, the
on
Cuban
hot seat.
sensation. Those of you that pay attention to the show, you guys have a surface understanding of what Jacob is and who
Surface understanding.
a surface. Yeah, we're about to dig deep
course.
today, baby. You already know.
Yeah.
Surface understanding
Cheers, folks.
of what Jacob Venus
Pinkies
is.
up.
We're gonna give you some more behind the scenes of who he truly is. We're also gonna tap into the alter ego of the Cuban sensation and give you some stories that derive from that nickname. So, yeah, we're excited to be here. I can't wait to get into it.
Boom.
Eric, you want to start them off? How we going? What you want to do?
Where we at? Good old
Might have to
Jacob.
take one down.
We on
Hey,
Jacob
I'm
time.
already there.
We on Jacob
Well,
time.
I mean, it's been a common theme throughout the past couple episodes talking about love, relationships, and shit like that. And it's been brought up that you haven't really had like a real relationship.
Nah.
Why is that?
Can I prefix this?
Sure, go ahead.
So Jacob,
By any means.
this is my brother. It's my brother. Eric's my brother too, but we talking about Jacob. Cuban sensation, good looking guy. A lot comes with the territory.
Appreciate you.
So, Jacob has been coined, in my opinion, the situationship guy. That's something that we've all kind of spoke on this show, and we've all been a part
Little
of.
bit.
But I feel like you wear that identity pretty well. So before we start talking about why you haven't been in a relationship, I just want to label what you currently are. So now that people know that and what he currently engages himself in, can you tell us why you haven't been in a real relationship there, Jacob Venus?
I mean,
And why you prefer the situationship?
it's not that I prefer it. There's been a couple of things that have led to why I am who I am and why I'm in the situations I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
To dive deeper into it, because I guess it's episode 110, it decided to be Jacob's episode.
Nice.
Woo. If you want to hear our original episodes, by the way, go to episode
3 through 5.
3 through 5. That was our intros. So, we
true.
doubled back. This is 110 now.
I did listen to yours, and it's going to be interesting
pretty
to
funny.
see
If you want to hear the
banter,
progress
yeah.
of where we are as a podcast, as a group, as individuals,
People,
listen to fucking episode 3 through 5, and then listen to episode 110 through 112. We're all going to do our intros next. So, yep.
Profiles,
I got
good
110.
profiles.
So, the first one up, I got the hot seat. Jumping into what you
He's
asked.
dancing around the question already, ladies
I
and
was
gentlemen.
a little bit.
He's dancing.
Jumping into your question.
Eric's question.
Okay.
Our
Eric's
question.
Whatever. What I've been labeled as the situationship, whatever, is that I've said it on the podcast multiple times. You kind of have to put yourself out there to receive love, be loved. And also you got to, it's kind of scary, but you have the possibility of being hurt putting yourself out there like that.
Right.
Me personally, there's been a couple situations I've been in where I put myself out there a little bit to like receive love, whatever, but I didn't put myself out far enough to where like I can get hurt. I was being reserved and like, I'm not about it. I'm not about to get hurt. And it's not going to happen, whatever. I don't plan on dating this girl, shit like that.
So you're telling me you've never been hurt before?
Oh, I have. But I'm just saying that was my original mentality. Why
Are
I'm
you scared of it?
not that I'm scared of it, but my original mentality of why I am who I am is that if I didn't think, like when I start to get to know somebody and I'm in the process of getting to know somebody, we're dating, whatever, casually, we're, you know, having fun, talking to each other every day, like we're finding out more about each other.
Right.
And my whole thing is like once you get to know somebody a little more deeper level, you'll kind of understand where you want to take the relationship.
What does that look like for you? I've always been interested to know what that looks like for you as far as getting to know somebody on a deeper level. Why are you looking at me like that?
I just wanted to be like, motherfucker. But go ahead.
What are some of the things that you break down
like, all right,
that you want to know about the person?
It's already hot in here. Anybody else?
Like when you get into that mode, like you just said, where you're deep diving, you're trying to get to know somebody. What are some of the things that you hit on that you like to get to know?
There's a couple
of
things. I mean, not to sound fucked up or like a douchebag or anything like that, but like there's certain levels of this shit. So like I'm not gonna lie to y'all. As the podcast, as my brothers, they already know. They already know. They already know. I could lie to y'all, but I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
So
it will be a dead giveaway.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
I got reactions in the.
I have to be honest because they already know. So to y'all, the podcast, why I get into certain situations is because I kind of already know beforehand how I want the relationship to be. Like when I talk to a certain girl, like I kind of already know if I'm just trying to fuck, like I already know that. Okay. If I'm trying to get to know somebody, I know that. Right. If I want to get something serious, I know that. Okay. So like in my head, I already know that going into it. Okay. So like if I already think in my head, oh, I'm just trying to fuck.
Do you think that fucks shit up for you though?
Yeah, it does. Sorry about it, but like it definitely fucks shit up because I already know what I want out of the relationship. So I'm not going to go any farther than what I want. And if I'm just trying to fuck, that's what I'm going to do. And that's simple as that. That's what's going to happen and I'm out. Like, that's what I was trying to do. I accomplished my goal. Sorry about it. Not trying to hurt any feelings.
I accomplished my goal.
I'm not trying to hurt any feelings, but, like, it is what it is. And
I understand all that. So, I mean, but that's not the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you, when you do get to the point when you do want to get to know somebody, what does that look like? What do you want to get to know about them?
I mean, I want to know everything. Like, I want to know, do they believe in God? I want to know, like, real values. Like I want to know how, for instance, like with their work ethic, how they pay their bills. Right. Like I want to know real shit. Like sometimes it might be a little too much for some people early on, but like I want to know these things because this is like the values I have. So I got to check if they have the same values I have.
And you would say these are the things that you look for in a woman.
Well, in a like
this is kind of your checklist.
In a woman that I'm gonna take seriously, like someone I want to build something with. Right. Yeah, of course I'm gonna look. Like I basically have a checklist of like the criteria of
everybody does
what I want, not only just what I want, but like what I envision like my future life to be.
Okay.
Because I think about it like where we are now, but I'm usually thinking of the future. So it's not like where I'm at now, because I know I need to build and I need to keep progressing as a human being.
Right.
So like I don't think right now I'm perfect. So I know I need to progress, but I also look at a female in the same way. Like if they think they're all that and they think they're the shit and they're like perfect right now,
right?
That's
lost you.
Like yeah, you lost me. Like I'm not gonna lie, I might still try to fuck, but I'm not gonna look at it as like a real relationship. Because if you think you're all that and there's no room to grow,
right?
You're not on my level,
right?
Because there's no way in fuck you're 20 through whatever 30 years old and you think you have it all figured out,
right?
We're learning every day. We're getting better every day. And, like, if someone thinks they're all that and they have everything figured out, oh, I got my whole life plan. Mm-hmm. Nah, your life plan changes on a daily because life happens.
Right.
So you could have shit planned out, but, like, life happens, and you got to roll with the punches and see how shit goes.
I mean, to that point, just a little bit, like, I feel like you could have a plan and, like, stick to the plan, but you have to adjust your plan. Like, still have the same plan and still have the same type of goal that you want to reach.
You could have the same goals.
Shit adjust.
Correct. You have to adjust the little things.
It's dealing with the things that life brings you.
Yeah, exactly. Like life throws random shits at random things.
But you can still stick to the same plan.
Yeah, you can still stick to the script. Shout out to Top Notch Boy for that one.
Right.
Stick to the script, and you could still, have shit moving, but I'm just saying, if someone doesn't want to progress or like thinks
Yeah.
they're, if someone thinks they're all figured out at like such a young age, that's some red flags. Like it's like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Right.
you
That's
haven't
immaturity.
gone,
That's
you haven't.
immaturity.
So,
And I mean, don't get me wrong, like y'all know this, y'all know me. So I've been immature plenty of times in my life where it's not that I think I have everything figured out, but I'm immature enough to like do stupid shit. So I know that going into relationships as well, that like I might not be all the way there mentally. Like I might want someone to like give me this, and this, but if I'm not bringing the same to the table, I can't really say shit about them.
so back to this checklist. Would you say that you've encountered or come across girls that have checked off all those boxes for you? You've never come across them.
Not all boxes. I mean, but that's the fucked up part. I've had girls that have come very close to checking all boxes, and then me in my immaturity state were like, oh, you're getting too close to checking them all, so let me get out of here.
So
it has happened to where like I have pushed away good girls that probably, could have spent the fucking rest of my life with, but
right.
I just wasn't ready for that.
Right.
They might have been, but like me personally, I was not ready, and I couldn't deal with like this situation or this and that, and like I just pushed myself away because whether it be immaturity of like every girl is different, but whether it be immaturity of me doing my own thing, me chilling with my friends, me fucking just bullshitting, because like I like my own time.
Right.
And some girls, not all girls, but some girls like, someone to be around them 24/7, someone talking to them 24/7. Like they always need that constant fucking communication and constant attention. And I'm like, I can only give you so much. Like I'm going to give you as much as I can, but I can only give you so much. I'm a very reserved person. Like I need my alone time. Like I need to fall back and like chill.
Recharge the batteries.
Yeah, like I need that. And if like if a woman can't understand that I need a certain period of time to just relax and not talk to them at all, if they can't understand that I need it, then I can't be with them. Because if they're like, no, why do you need that? Look, it should be me. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I just
that's
can't.
The fuck shit. But that is also a sign of immaturity though.
On their part too. It is.
That's what I'm saying. On their part, like if they're constantly needing like
if they constantly
the
need
reassurance,
the
and like I understand needing to be reassured, but like the constant like on just like every day with the shit, and just constantly needing to know what you're doing, how you're doing, where you're at, all this shit all the time 24/7, then it does that shit. I feel like that's a sign of insecurities and immaturity.
1,000%. 1,000%. And like I feel, y'all know this. Like I do some things that I'm pretty petty. Like I'm trying as I'm getting older to be better at this, but like I do things out of straight fucking pettiness. And like I just want to be like, I know I could be the bigger person, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to be. So I do shit like out of spite and being petty, and it's like that's not good. Like I don't want that.
Why do you feel like you
I don't
feel
see
like
him
you
as
need to do
type
that
of
shit?
person.
I don't feel like
he's not
I
that
need
type of
to.
person, but I know what he's talking about. Like,
Yeah, I don't need to do it, but
we definitely have sat down and talked about shit, and he's told me shit. I'm just kind of like, but
I mean, I know some of his
exactly.
You
But
know
like,
the
by
petty-
nature, by nature,
he's
he's not really a
I'm
petty
not,
person.
I'm
But
not.
there's people that can get you
He's
outside
had petty
of that.
moments.
Exactly.
I've had petty moments for sure.
Right.
And like I do it on purpose. Like it's not like I'm fucking like, oh, I've been thinking about this for so long. I think I'm gonna do this. No, like it's quick. It's a quick thought, and I'm like, ooh, I can be petty here. Let me do it.
Right.
Like
But-
a spur of the moment type
Yeah.
shit.
But y'all know what the situation is, and like I want to give y'all the podcast more of the information.
You could do whatever you want.
Good, but like, for instance, I'll jump back into like the first thing Jordan was saying. I've been in situationships, and the one key characteristic or the one key factor of the situationship I was in is I did feel real love in this situationship. Why I think I felt real love is because I did shit so out of pocket that there's no way I didn't love her. There's no way.
Yeah.
I did
when you
shit-
see yourself get out of character,
I
when
did
you amaze
shit.
yourself
I did
at
shit
something
way
crazy,
out of
it's like, oh,
character,
shit.
and that's how I knew I truly loved the girl, because I did so much shit out of character, and like I felt my highest highs and my lowest lows. So I knew that was my first love type shit, because I was like, damn, I can't believe you would do
Some real
something.
shit.
I can't
Some
believe
real
you would
shit.
do some shit like this, and then I realized,
I give you credit for admitting it.
yeah, like I knew what it was when that happened. Like when Y'all don't know this, but behind this mirror over here, there's some holes on this wall, and behind that picture also.
It's pain.
But anyways,
pain.
there is pain, but
trials and tribulations behind
but
that
that's
mirror.
how I knew. Like, there's no, cause y'all know me. Like, there's not a lot of shit that gets me mad. Like, I'm not a mad person.
How many times can you name that you've seen Jacob mad? On one hand, I'm sure.
Probably on like 3 fingers.
I can count on one hand.
Yeah,
and it probably gets to 4.
It's very rare. Like, it's very rare.
It's
And
the one time that sticks out is when I had to pick you up like right by 408. That's the one time that sticks out.
That relates to the situation that he's talking about.
You were, yeah. I mean, from what I saw, you were pretty upset.
I was still probably bleeding. Honestly, my neck had gotten cut up.
Yeah,
that was a fun night for me though.
That's probably. I mean that.
But that was the situationship.
Yeah, as far as like relationships and as far as females go, that's probably like that's probably like the maddest I've seen you.
Yeah, but
like off the top of my head, like
yeah.
So
I wasn't there for that.
But like I said, it's very few and far between. Like, Jordan's known me for 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
You've known me for 10 years as well. Like, we've known each other
like 5-6 years. I've known of you. I mean, come on, like when you know somebody, like when you say you've known somebody for 10 years, like you've known them, you've been interacting with them, you've been friends with them. Like we had mutual friends and like we knew of each other, but
it's been more than 5 years.
We didn't really start.
How dare you for that?
He's hurt.
How dare you for that?
Has it? When was when we lived in the apartment?
So it's been from 2016.
So
that was the only time we were friends. Wasn't like senior year, nothing like that.
No, Jay.
When were we really friends?
What he is explaining?
When we became brothers. That's
on a different level.
We were more acquaintances then. We were more.
Eric's a hoe.
We had a lot of mutual friends, and we were actually like hitting each other up to hang out and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like it wasn't like that until we moved into each other.
Well, the depth
with each other.
True, but the true depth of your relationship, at least from what you've told me, was when you were going through that situation. And that time that
you were gone.
I was gone.
So me and Eric definitely became like this when we lived together because we shared a bathroom and everything.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get closer. You share a bathroom with someone, you're like this.
Right.
But anyways, because we were going to the gym and shit in our apartment and everything, like, because you worked overnight.
Y'all schedules were the same.
Yeah, me and Eric, we woke up the fucking same. We got home the same. Like, we were like this.
Yeah.
So after you left was the same shit. Me and Eric still had the same fucking schedule. Me and my guy still like this. We're still going to the gym. We're still balling out. We're still going. We're going downtown.
That little like between like what that was like spring of 2018.
It was like 2017. Like
after we moved out of the apartment. Yeah. But like I'm talking about like that streak of going out was like pretty much like.
Oh, for April. Me, it was December 2017 to fucking 2019.
But like that whole span of like I went out April 2018 to like the end of that summer, we were going hard. We were
with the shits.
We were going hard.
Shits. So yeah, that was like me and Eric's fucking like peak of like this.
That's what
I mean. It did. Like there's some bonds that are like you build that are unbreakable. That's how we have that. Because like that was a time where. I still talk to Jordan every fucking day, and you did too, but it was like me and Eric were fucking together every day.
When we were hitting, like, it's like, hey,
and we were going through some shit.
And that is true. We were going through similar shit, so it's like, yo, what are you doing?
We were both in similar relationships that were like...
situationships, really, at that point.
Well,
at that point, for both of us.
At your point, it was a situationship. You were in a relationship prior.
Yeah.
My shit, like... What fucked me up is because I had never been in a real relationship. So, like, I looked at it as if it was a real relationship. Yeah. Because it technically is. Like, it is a real relationship, but it was a situation.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like it was. Regardless of what the title was or whatever it was, like, that shit was, like, the feelings and, like, the shit that you guys were doing was a relationship type shit.
We might not have had a title, but it was a relationship.
Right. The title really is just more for, like, just kind of, like...
that. Yeah, definitely.
Like, I guess kind of, like, put things in stone and shit like that, but like for me, it's just like if the feeling is there, like it's a relationship. Like if the feeling is there, it's not, what it is.
Like if the feelings is there, if the fucking presence is there, like I spent a lot of time with said female, and like I can't deny like the feelings I felt or like the time that was spent, like that shit that happened, like it fucking happened,
right?
So I'm not gonna not deny it happened, like. I was in the shit, and Eric had been dealing with a similar situation. So like, besides the fact that we were already working out together, fucking balling together, fucking with each other all the time, then we had some common ground like that we were both dealing with.
Right.
So I was like we were just talking each other up the whole time. Like, bro, what are you like? Help me, bro. Like, help me. Yeah, it was. It like it brought us
so
even
close
closer
at
together.
that time. You know what I'm saying? But like,
It truly did.
back to that point, I knew you a little bit deeper at a younger age than Eric did. So
Yeah.
you know, I was around for a couple more things than he was. The situation that you guys are talking about, that's your first real, like, strong feeling situation, but that's not your first.
Oh, it was like
That's not your
it was
first.
my real first
That's
one,
not your first attachment.
but it wasn't correct.
Jacob
And I knew
had-
Jordan was gonna bring this up. I knew it.
Jacob had
I
a
knew it had to
few.
come.
He had a few situations that he
Yeah.
was
I knew it was gonna
deeply
come.
attached to
Yeah.
that he couldn't like.
I couldn't get
He
past them.
he couldn't get past me. Couldn't conquer them until he got to a certain point. Like
Until I became
I
Jacob.
literally watched Jacob's like maturation from when we were in 9th grade to where he is now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's funny that every time I hear Jordan say it, because it's true, because he did see it.
I watched the
And
whole
like
thing.
me seeing it in my own head versus him seeing it in his head, because I know he was there too,
Yeah.
is just funny to me.
And
'Cause,
that's
like,
why like I make the joke of saying like I raised you, nigga.
he didn't.
I
raise
never
me.
did.
He never did.
Not at all. I'm making
But
a joke,
he was
100%.
there.
But
But Jordan was with
I'm
me
there
through
to see
everything.
You were
Jacob.
the witness,
I'm a witness to see Jacob go
first-hand witness.
from nothing to
He was
the
with
man,
me. He is
to the
now.
man in a sense.
He was
you know
with
what I'm
me,
saying?
though.
I've seen all shades of all colors of the rainbow with this
Yeah.
nigga. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
like it's funny to see where he is now versus where he was then.
Yeah.
And it's the same person. It's just polished and who he was supposed to be. He knows who he is.
Refined.
Jacob
It's
was
refined.
raw potential for a long
Yeah.
time.
I caught the tail end of it
For a
pretty
long
much.
time, Jacob was raw
You
potential.
caught like right when he was starting.
Y'all got together right when
I
it started.
caught the tail end of it,
He
and
caught
then you
the tail
started,
end.
and then you started figuring
But
yourself
I
out.
watched
finding
raw
yourself and
potential
shit.
turn into
Yeah.
what it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
It's
He
a beautiful
figured himself
thing.
out,
It's a beautiful thing.
and it was a beautiful thing to see. You know
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying?
lie, like mine and Jordan's friendship as a like a whole concept, like just me and all right. So me and Jordan had met before because of Dylan. Dylan, as
Dylan
some of the
Fleming, shout
people,
out.
some
He
of
just
the
hit
people
me
on the
up too. That's my dog.
He
some
needs
of
to get on the podcast.
he does.
Yeah.
He's been need to get on.
Fuck.
Some of the people of the podcast know who Dylan is. It's one of my closest fucking childhood friends. I've known Dylan since I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Brandon too. Brandon's fucking up as well, but we'll bring Brandon
Yeah,
up
we
too.
got
It's
we
like-
got a few people we got
anyways,
on here.
but Dylan was the main reason me and Jordan even met, because I was at Dylan's house one day. We were just hooping outside playing basketball.
Right.
Jordan pulls up, and Jordan was kind of like a man child.
At that time,
He was. He was like a man child. So Jordan was pretty much damn near the same
to
size.
you, not to Eric. Eric was always the same size as me.
Yeah.
Like, me and him
AKA another fucking man child. Y'all were like high school. That was them. Like in middle school, they were already high school ready.
It just
Like,
were developed a little
see,
earlier.
me. I'm like a year behind in growth, like fucking whatever it is, development.
Right.
So like I was slow. Like I was slow into it. Y'all look like some bitches. And because I've never like my mentality, which is hilarious to
Talk
me.
shit. That's your
My mentality has never changed, even since I was a jit. Like I used to talk shit. I used to just do dumb shit that is like, in all reality, people would have beat my ass. But like, my mentality wasn't there to like think
Yeah.
that. I
Right.
was, from a young age, I've always thought I was invincible.
Right.
So I was like, whatever,
Not
fuck it.
much has changed.
Never, never gonna,
Right.
never gonna. But anyways, so when me and Jordan like met, we were playing basketball, fucking like I said, man child, and like that was how we first met. Whatever, we were cool, whatever. Introduced each other. Like I got introduced to him. He knew me, but like that was pretty much it. And we hadn't seen each other again for like I don't know how long, a couple months, right?
Till you got to Lake Howell, and then we were kind of cool for a little while.
I don't remember when that Quince was.
You got to Lake Howell the second semester
Yeah,
of
I
freshman year.
got to Lake
So
Howell
that's
in
January.
So-
March is when the quinceañera was, because it
Was
was
it?
over spring break. Yeah.
Okay, well, at least you remember.
So it was in March.
So like I said, I met Jordan probably. What was it? You
when
think
we
it
got
was,
around each other consistently,
You think it was winter?
January.
You think it was winter break tape shit
probably
that we met?
December-ish time.
So
You
I'll
were at
say
Lake Howell in January.
I probably met him around like December-ish time, and then like when I went to Lake
When
Howell,
you
it was
first
January.
met me, it was during football season. I was playing football. You had came to Dillon's. We were playing basketball. This is like September time, September,
okay,
October
so
time.
around my birthday.
And then Jacob ended up coming to Lake Howell the second semester of freshman year. And then by March, we both go to quinceañera together, and that's when we really like.
That's like
hit
the
it
most.
off.
I would say that's the most defining moment of mine and Jordan's like relationship because, granted, like we had met each other and we had been talking before that.
Right.
But that was what it was. Literally, the only person I knew at this quinceañera was Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I was the same for him.
And that's when we developed our own friendship and
that was our
relationship.
own
Before
bond.
that, it was
Correct.
between
It was
mutual
common.
friends.
It was common.
Same
friends.
thing that you guys had during high school.
It was like a Dylan. It was like a Dylan putting me and Jordan on, or a Matt
Right.
putting me and Jordan on. But like when we were at the quince, just me and Jordan, it was like, yeah,
I know
Jordan.
you.
Same shit. And just like y'all had y'all moment, just y'all two together, and y'all created y'all bond. Same thing that happened there.
Fuck.
So that was basically what how me and Jordan came about. Like,
Right.
oh shit, Jordan was good.
We was thick as thieves ever since.
And then fucking. So what's funny is me and Jordan at this quinceañera. See, I'm a dancing fool. I mean, some of y'all know this on the podcast. They know it.
Yeah, he was.
But
dancing.
like I'm a fool. So I like to dance, whatever. And even if I couldn't dance like that well, it didn't matter. Like I'll dance.
As long as you can move.
Exactly, I'll dance. But like music, like it's funny because people say like, because I'm half Cuban, half white, so people try to call me white all the time, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, cool. You can call me whatever you want. My blood is Cuban. Like this
It's
shit
like on the dance
this
floor,
shit
it's different.
hears music. Like my body hears music, and like I could be sleeping and fucking like my body will get up and start dancing. Like it's wild.
Right.
So at this quince was that same shit. Like everyone's like, oh, talking and shit. All the like people talking, whatever. There was a bunch of people invited to this quince, whatever. Music started playing. Like I gotta dance.
Started going.
That just has to happen. I'm pretty positive. I was the first person on the dance floor. Wasn't even my party. That didn't matter. First person on the dance floor.
Yeah, we was cutting up.
So then I was dancing,
We
whatever.
was cutting up.
I was dancing with some girl. Jordan was dancing with some girl. And that's how like we ended up coming boys. I was like, ah, shit, my boy. Like I
He
pointed.
got game.
Yeah,
Oh,
I pointed
you
him.
got game too.
I was like, you're dancing, fuck yeah!
we
Because
was-
like
we was
everyone
rocking
else, you know, like all the other jits are sitting down. Like every other kid is sitting down. Me and Jordan fucking dancing with the grown-ups, fucking
Not giving a fuck.
yeah, just dancing and shit. Girls dancing with us. And what was funny as fuck is me and Jordan ended up switching girls that we were dancing with, and then switching back. Like
Did we? Yeah, we did.
we were just
yeah.
playing hot potato for a little bit. It was funny.
Mm.
But that's how like me and Jordan became boys, because like I was like, yo, he's like me, he can fucking dance too. Fuck yeah. Like in my head I'm just
Shit,
like,
you won't catch Jordan dancing now. Fuck.
Nah, you
that's
won't.
a sight.
Not
That's like a
Really?
big. That's like a
Yeah, you don't
Bigfoot
dance
sighting
much.
now.
You don't dance much.
As far as what dance
Just-
with a
No,
female.
just
Yeah.
going out. Just
You
if
just
we
cut,
go out.
you just cutting up and shit.
You
like
cut, yeah, you're more
you
chilling
being
with the
loose,
hookah,
fucking
with the
dancing and
fucking-
shit. It's a
You're
rare
more like
sight.
shooting the shit with people instead of like dancing and fucking.
You're definitely more talking, more smoking hookah,
That's
taking
true.
drinks, you know.
Right.
But like on the dance floor, not even worried about drinking or smoking. That's rare for you now.
That's true.
Me, I'm out there. Like I don't care about anything else. I don't care about drinks. I don't care about smoking. I'm like, yo.
Fuck
Right.
the drinking and smoking was gonna fucking loosen me up a little, especially in the
I mean,
club and shit.
I
In the
understand
club
that's how
a
you
little
got to
bit.
start. I
Yeah.
get that. But like me, for instance,
Yeah,
I already
it don't
have
take
that
much.
battery in the
Yeah,
back.
It don't
So
take
like
much.
Yeah,
as
but
soon as
what-
I hear some music, I'm out there.
It don't
Depends
take
on
much.
what it.
I gotta
I'm a nigga
hit-
through
I
and
gotta
through,
hit a
though. I want
dance
to be
floor.
in the section, like wilding out, rapping music. Like that's what my vibe is. I'm more into.
I mean,
like,
I get it, and we've been there. We've been in the sections.
hood
We've been
shit.
dancing and shit, or like rapping and shit. But like, I don't even like.
I
being
could
in
buy chata
sections.
for a
like,
little while. I could
I
buy
don't
chata
even-
for a little
I don't
while.
even
But
like
this,
being in
you're right.
sections.
That's not my. That's
I'm
not my
fucking-
forte.
I'd rather dive into
With
the
the
crowd
people,
type shit.
he's a man of the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm in the crowd. Like that's where I want to be. Like
I'm in the cut. I'm more in the cut.
yeah, you're more
Yeah,
up.
biggie.
Like you have to. This is funny because you like literally like say a section is above somebody. That's where you want to be.
Right.
You want to look down. You're like peasants.
In a sense. Yeah.
That is you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I talk shit. I talk the same shit. I think I'm dancing with peasants, but like I'm gonna dance.
Right.
I'm like fuck this, and I'm out. I'm off of the cut.
Well, we've given people a pretty good understanding of what our relationship is and what your relationship is with Eric. So I think this would be a pretty good time to name your, one of your favorite experiences with me, one of your favorite experiences with Eric, or at least go over some of.
I mean, it's
some
hard to
other
name a
big
favorite
experiences with
experience
us.
because like in my head, like I do have like a lot of experiences come to mind, but as well of in my head, like I just think of.
Well, since we
I'm
have
probably-
so many, just give
like,
people
like
a funny
I
one.
fuck with Eric all the time. Like you're stuck with me for life. Like it don't matter. Like I think of cool experiences now, but like we're gonna make so many more
yeah, you're
experiences
right.
throughout our life.
No, you're right about that.
For
100%.
episode 110, I'll give you all my favorite experience because we're not nowhere
Up
near
until
done.
now. Up until now.
we're not nowhere near done.
One of your favorite, because you got many.
But
We have so
I'll
many.
give my favorite experience with E is probably skydiving. Just because that was on some wild shit.
Yeah, that shit was
Like,
fucking wild.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
saw you guys fucking.
Yeah.
whoop.
Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of cooler. Well, not cooler than that, but there was a lot of experiences that were like dope with me and E.
I'm not gonna lie. The first one that comes to my head is that one night where me and that chick that you were referring to, that we went through similar situations at the same time.
You're talking about when I reversed and got your hat.
Yeah, so we're driving down Goldenrod. All of us are fucking like. I don't condone this, but we were fucking all fucked up. Like, me and this chick had just gotten into a fight.
I was sober because I was driving.
Cap.
Sure. So this is what happened. So, me and this chick, we've been going through it, and we're having a good night. We're about to go out, like everything's smooth sailing, and we get into an argument on the way to downtown. So I just drop her off downtown, wherever the fuck. She tells me to drop her off somewhere, and I drop her off, and Jacob was already down there. Like, he had already told me. And I'm like, Jacob, where you at? Like, I'm coming to you. Like, shit went south. Mm-hmm. Went to Tanqueray, and we got bodying shots, tequila shots.
Yeah, we did.
And behind his back, he didn't see it, but then I started ordering shots of Crown.
Oh, shit.
And then,
unbeknownst to him.
And we're over here playing darts, just fucking talking shit, like, fuck this, man. Like, this fucking sucks. Like, fuck. And just fucking venting and shit.
Right.
And then,
we were both, like he said, we were both going through the same situation, basically. So he had just got into it with the girl he was talking to. I had like got into a fight with the girl I was talking to, so I was like on a fuck you mood. Like, I'm going downtown by myself. I literally went downtown Dolo.
Yeah.
Taking shots by myself and fucking.
Like, he had already told me that he was going to be down there, but kind of the initial plan was like, all right, I'm going to chill with this chick. We're going to see what the vibe is, and then probably throughout the night we'll probably end up linking up at some point.
Right.
Well, that fucking very quickly that plan changed. Mm-hmm. I ended up linking up with him right away. Like I said, we're taking shots, playing darts, just fucking all this fucking fuck you, this fucking.
I had a feeling you'd bring up this situation as like the one. But
and then so after that, weirdly enough, my mom happened to be downtown. Yeah. She was like, "Here, we're here. Like, come over here. We'll get you a few drinks." And I'm already fucking hammered.
Trick shots, joysticks.
I'm already fucking hammered. Like,
trick shots,
over here, like probably 5-6 shots of tequila deep, 2 shots of Crown deep, and then she buys me a fucking Crown and Coke double, and I'm fucked up. I'm like,
I had like two tequila and Sprites or something over there. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty fucked up myself because like his mom, like we got shots. I think she bought a shot board. I think that's what fucked you up.
She I don't know what it is.
I think she bought a shot board. And if anyone's
Mama C,
if anyone's
Mama C's an OG. She wanted to really ever do it.
My mom.
If anyone's ever been to joysticks,
ever do it.
If everyone's ever been to joysticks, they give you a shot board, but it's none of the same shots. So it's like 4 different alcohols. So if you've drank alcohol, you understand. You start mixing, you're going to get fucked up.
Going south.
This guy had already started mixing, so he was going to be fucked up.
With light and dark.
Yeah.
Mama C is legendary.
We start leaving, like the night's winding down. We start leaving. I call up my girl at the time, be like, listen, where you at? Like, I'm not just going to leave you down here. Like, do you have a ride home? Blah, 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 this and that. And by this time, she's also pretty fucking drunk too.
Hammered.
So 3 drunk people just, trying to fucking make it to a car and trying to make it home is just not a good combination. So finally we get to my car. I'm probably the most fucked up out of all of us. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was a fucking wreck. So I'm like, Jacob, take my keys, whatever, just get me the fuck home. And at some point, going down Goldenrod, I have my head sticking out the window because I'm just so fucked up. And like, I just needed some type of like cool air.
So he was wearing a hat.
I was sitting in the back of my car too. And
I was chauffeuring. I was the Uber.
Pretty much.
Him and his girl were in the back seat.
Arguing.
I'm the Uber, awkward as shit because they're fighting the whole time. I'm the Uber driving myself. It was funny because I was dropping myself off. I didn't care about them in the back. I was dropping myself off.
Pretty much.
So I was driving to my own house. Going down Goldenrod because he was dying.
Yeah, I was about to.
So he was wearing a hat all night. So like he had his fucking window rolled down. I'm driving. All I hear is, "Oh no, my hat!" His fucking hat. I look back at Eric. His fucking hair is waving in the wind. His hat had flown back.
So this is like at 3:30 in the morning.
It's like 3:30. I fucking slam on the brakes. I look behind me, check all the mirrors. Nobody.
Put that bitch
I'm like,
right in reverse.
Put it in reverse. Start hauling ass backwards.
And I've opened the door as he's moving. I grab it, and as soon as I grab it, close the door, he puts it right back in the driving.
Shit.
Literally. Like, I didn't stop the car at all. I probably fucked up his transmission, how fucking fast I was shifting.
Betty was already fucked up.
That was Betty?
That was Betty. It was fucking Betty, bro. That's why it was
story even better.
Yeah, that's why it was so funny. But anyways, I fucking put Betty in fucking drive and took
and
back
at that
off.
moment, subconsciously drunk drunk, I'm like, this is my guy right here. That's my fucking
He
guy
got that
right
hat
here.
for me.
Yeah, he didn't think I was gonna go. He literally was like contemplating. He was like, I lost my hat.
Pretty much.
Oh fuck, man, I
I
like
got
that
a similar
hat.
story.
By the way,
God
Betty
damn.
was my old car. It's PT Cruiser, my old car. I've
Jacob
upgraded
doesn't
ever
let you
since
lose
then, but
things.
Yeah, no, he definitely
We'll
looked
go
out. I
back
still
for
have
anything.
I still have that hat to this day. So there you go.
Was it the
refu-
fam
I-
hat? Because you don't have that one.
No, it's the white
Magic?
Nike hat.
Oh, the white
I don't
Nike
even
hat.
know what happened to the fam hat.
I refuse to let my friends lose their things. I refuse.
All right,
I'm
that's
just
Eric.
very observant. Like,
Did you
I
name
can't-
your favorite experience with me, or you wanted Eric's first?
Well, Eric
he
kind of
said
named
the
his.
he said the skydiving. I
Oh, yeah,
said
the
that was
skydiving,
for me.
yeah.
That was the first thing. that
which
came-
I was gonna say it, but I figured that would be yours. So
of course,
it is
that
funny.
That shit is.
I was just gonna name skydiving as like whatever,
Yeah.
like easy shit. But fuck it, we're going skydiving again for my birthday. I don't care. I'm going
All right.
again.
Heard it here first.
Round 2. Jordan's coming this time.
Jordan.
Oh, God.
So is Dennis. Heard it
There you
here
go.
live. He shook his head. People on the podcast.
Kanye's gonna be in that plane.
He go skydiving with us.
would-
He's gonna drop Donda as we're fucking.
Yo,
flying
can you
out of the plane.
imagine?
He's
if
like,
he
by
did,
the
would you
way,
do it?
We off the grid.
You would do it.
Oh shit.
I would say, yeah. I think my favorite experience with you, like I said, is probably the quince. Because that's
What?
bro.
No
what do you-
fucking way, nigga.
Not
you trying
the
to save face
favorite.
right now.
I feel like no, but I
What?
can kind of see where
That's
you're
your
coming from.
favorite
As
Well,
far
not,
as like
not the
that's
favorite, but
that's
like
the
that was
shit
like the
like,
fucking like
what
that was
built- that's what started this.
That was us becoming boys. I could put a
we
lot
got
of.
50 more experiences.
We have
past
1,000 more experiences. I could say fucking at your house. I could say a bunch of things. The gravity ball.
that. The what?
The gravity ball.
GBs.
I could
Good
say a
old
bunch of
GBs.
I
things.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but not go.
But I kind of get what you're saying as far as like, because that's
But
what
that was
Car
like-
situation.
that was the
Huh?
the start
the car
of something.
situation.
That wasn't my favorite situation ever.
You picking me up when I lost my wallet. You didn't let me lose my wallet.
Oh,
That's
that
what I
was-
was referring to.
okay.
Don't tell that story.
That was pretty funny. Not
That's
gonna lie.
hilarious.
I got McDonald's twice the same night. But
Is that where you're fucking dangling? The
where
dangling one?
where he fucking ripped his pants to shit. Okay. And like I said, I don't let my friends lose shit.
Yeah, that's one of the
We get
drunkest
we
times
get
I've ever
we
been.
get to McDonald's. Jordan's
That was a
drunk
little
ass.
bit more recent.
We
too.
literally get to McDonald's.
tell them
Jordan's
before
drunk
that.
ass.
Tell them when you got to me.
All right, so Jordan. It was a long night for me. So I had gotten home, or not home. I got to their house. My car was at their house.
Right.
Jordan got left.
We were
like
we were
about-
together before this.
Yeah, we were together before this. We dropped Jordan off. He got left about 30 minutes away from where we were at,
Right.
give or take. Because by traffic time, it was
Yeah.
like 25, 30
Yeah.
minutes. So Jordan gets left over there. Jordan's calling me, bro, I'm fucked up. Come pick me up. Fucking
It
gone.
didn't work out, dog.
He's gone.
She's not here.
Yeah, he's off the shit.
She's not here. I can't get inside, nigga. I'm
Yeah.
locked outside.
He's fucked up drunk. So I'm like, fuck, I can't leave Jordan out there by himself.
My nigga,
I'm
4 in the
drunk.
morning.
I'm like, whatever, fuck it. I'm
4 in the
on my
morning.
way. Fucking drive the 25, 30 minutes out there, pick up Jordan. When I get to Jordan, funniest shit of my life, Jordan was in his drawers. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck, my guy?
I'm running up to him like, the hell.
I see Jordan's.
I don't know what happened.
I see Jordan's pants. Ripped his pants to shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened
And these
to
are
you?
jeans. I didn't rip through some like little shorts real
No.
quick. I'm ripping through denim jeans.
Yeah, he ripped
And
through
and
jeans.
that's the
They're
first time
completely
you
ripped.
That's the first time you wore those jeans, right?
Yeah.
Nah, it
No.
was
No, it
the
was
last
like
time though. I'll tell you that much. It's not the first time.
Yo.
Definitely the last.
Yeah, but
It was the first time I wore that shirt. Remember, I had went and bought the shirt.
That's what it was.
That's when I first
knew
got
there
the
was a
yellow
first or
frames,
something.
too.
Yeah.
I ripped clean through a pair of jeans, a brand new shirt, a wife beater, and a pair of underwear. I ripped through all.
Like
That's
ass
how.
out.
That's how
Ass
deep.
out.
I ripped through all that shit. Now I only ripped the jeans completely to shreds, but the other things I named all had a hole through them. So where the first initial penetration went through, it went through all 4 layers.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Shit was fucking wild. So I picked Jordan up. He's fucked up. I'm like, I'm pretty drunk myself. I'm like,
So
yo,
drunk.
let's go get food, whatever. We'll regroup. I drive us to McDonald's.
And this is when Jacob's like, "You're paying, by the way." I'm
So-
like, "Oh, all right,
so
no,
yeah.
no problem."
So
dog,
basically,
I
that's
got
because
you."
I was like, damn, I just drove 30 minutes. I was like, fuck that. I'm not buying you food too. You pay for this shit.
I'm like, all
And
right.
Jordan's like, he's like, I got you. Oh shit, I don't got my wallet. So instantly, I'm like, fuck. I just drove all this way.
I'm like, it's all right, Jacob. Fuck, I'll just have to cancel all my cards. He looks at me.
Gave him the card, my card, paid for the food. We got our food. I'm like, man, fuck that. We'll go find your wallet real quick.
I'm like, Jacob, there's no way we're going to fucking find it.
I was like, we'll go find it. I drive back like 10 minutes back to where fucking I picked him up at.
Yeah.
And it took me all of 2.5 seconds. I got out of the car. I was like, where? I was like, all right, Jordan. I was like, I know you were fucked up, but where did you jump at?
I told him.
He was like, on the right of that gate right there. Fucking fucked up. He didn't even come outside with me.
Eyes closed still.
Jordan's
He's
like
just
this.
fucking pointing in a general direction.
He's like, on the right of that gate right there.
Literally.
So I get out of the car with my flashlight. I jumped the fence. 0.5 seconds. It's right there. I'm like, grabbed it.
Blessings.
So I'm like,
I never praised this man so much in my life.
So-
You're fucking amazing.
so I find his wallet.
How did
I
you
literally
find
get
this
back in the car. Jordan opens his eyes. Did you find it? I fucking slapped it on his chest. He's like, oh my God, you found it. And fucking, yeah, he was praising the shit out of me. He's like,
I'm like,
you're
bro,
fucking amazing, man. I don't know how you found that shit.
I couldn't believe the shit. I'm like, there's no fucking
I'm like,
way.
I'm just a little less fucked up than you are, my friend. So
To me, I lost my wallet in the fucking rainforest. Like,
It was
in the
gone.
middle of
it was
fucking
literally.
nowhere.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was in a weird spot, but like, if you looked for 2 seconds, you could have found it.
Gone
So I found
forever.
it. So then we ended up. I'm driving home, and like I said, it was like a 30-minute drive. So I was like, "Fuck it, we're getting McDonald's again."
I'm like, nigga, we hungry. I
So we
didn't
go
do
to the
shit.
second McDonald's, and I think Jordan paid for that one.
Yeah, I did pay for that.
But we got the
That's
second
breakfast
McDonald's.
at that point.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah,
breakfast both times.
We had got breakfast both times. Fucking hash browns both times. What you talking about?
Fucking chicken biscuit. Shit was dried in the motherfucker.
It was.
Remember
Yeah.
that shit?
We're like,
That's all they had.
fucking
We couldn't.
SpongeBob.
They
fucking-
only had chicken biscuits.
Is that the same McDonald's that ran out of
No, no,
burgers?
no.
That one. Yeah, that was
Was
the
it
second
that-
one.
That was the second one. It was the second one.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Imagine a McDonald's running out of
Yeah.
burgers. Let that run
Absolute-
through your head real quick.
Absolute horseshit.
That was
But anyways, yeah.
I still don't believe that.
we-
I just
we went-
believe that they didn't want to. They didn't want to work. They were tired.
It was
like
a
you
little
got-
late.
you
It
called
was
us
a
during
little late,
break
but
time.
shit.
Yeah, that shit was a little crazy. But so yeah, fucking got the second McDonald's. Ended up getting all the way home, and yeah, one of my favorite experiences
We
with
do have
Jordan.
some wild
It was
times.
just a funny time.
The drunk
so,
times
like-
are pretty.
The drunk times are hilarious.
Yeah.
We don't drink that often, folks.
Not anymore.
As he's pouring up.
There's been there, like I said, we went through phases. My phases were mostly with you, but take it for what it is. I had fun. We're still alive, so
Yeah.
But
Call me what you want, but you can't call me broke.
money.
Shots.
But yeah, I mean,
So Jacob, tell us your 5-year plan.
Yeah, we'll
As we
it-
take
we'll-
this
we'll
tequila
it-
to the
we'll-
face.
We'll take a shot, then I can get into it.
Not your 5-year plan, but where you see yourself in 5 years.
I can give you a 5-year plan if you want. Oh, to no hangover.
Oh shit.
is that the rock?
Them
stuff?
shades are fucking clean, dog.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie.
hold you.
Like, listen, this is a little like
I'm not gonna hold you. Them motherfuckers look good.
right, and it's the whole outfit too.
Yeah.
Y'all already look. I got the fucking shoes to match too.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to wear this again at some point. You
should. You
guys
should
see
wear it
this
out.
here? Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's on the gram. Whatever the fuck. I'm wearing this out again. Like
Yeah, you
this shit
should-
looks
yeah,
clean as
you
fuck.
should.
Probably with the hair down too. Maybe I'll get it. I want to
Yeah.
get my hair
You should
braided.
go out and wear it with a female.
I want to get my hair braided soon.
Yeah.
I told my mom that I might get my hair braided for the wedding, and she almost lost her shit.
For
Like,
whose wedding? Oh, for
Skylar's
She
wedding.
doesn't
So,
like it?
hell no. She's like, I hate braids on guys. And
I don't
this,
think
that,
you
whatever.
should braid it for the wedding.
Fuck it, braid it for the
I think you should wear it like that for the wedding.
You think I should wear it down like this?
No.
Yeah.
Loosey
For the love
goosey?
of God, don't do that.
Yeah. I
Mm,
think
I'd rather
it don't
you
look
braid
bad. My curls are fucking curly as
It
fuck.
don't, it don't
it
look
goes,
good.
it goes well with the shades. too.
Yeah, I mean, but your opinion don't really count in this aspect, so.
True. You have a valid point there, friend.
I understand where you're coming from, but it don't matter right now.
Where do you see yourself
Anyways,
in 5 years,
getting
Jacob?
back into Jordan's question. In 5 years. Okay, so
I'm gonna wait. Just a little disclaimer, because the first time that we did this, you're what, 26 now?
or will be in a month.
You said on
Crazy,
the on
a month
on the
already.
episode that we did for you, you said we were talking about having kids, and she's like, yeah, I'll probably wait until I'm about like 27, something like that, 27 or later. And now you're kind of at that point almost. You got a year left, but it's like, listening to that 2 years ago, and now we're back at it, and like I said, that's where I kind of like.
And I felt like I said, really? 27?
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. I mean,
No, you're
all
not.
right. So, in a 5-year plan, like I said, I will be 26 in a month.
I'm not asking what your 5-year plan is. I'm asking where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay, where I see
two different
myself.
questions.
Given the information and given everything that's going on right now and everything that you know up to this point, how like a prediction
in the next 5 years, I do probably see myself having a child.
Out of wedlock?
Yes, his biggest fear is going to come true. The way he moves.
No, my biggest fear is having a child with the wrong woman. That's my biggest fear. Hopefully,
if you have a child with a woman out of wedlock,
that's not
That's not my
necessarily
biggest
that
fear.
doesn't last.
That's
not
my
necessarily
biggest
the
fear.
wrong woman.
My
though.
biggest fear is
I feel like you
the
can
wrong
have
woman.
Yeah, you could have
like
some
a crazy ass chick that fucking fucks my life up. That's
you could
the
have
wrong
a
woman.
baby with somebody and not ever like the relationship never pan out, but that still you feel like that person is like will raise your child well. You guys can co-parent.
If y'all have the same or similar values at least.
But if she's a crazy bitch, then it's like, oh god,
then you're
like,
fucking
Jesus
like
Christ. Yeah.
Like if it's like a random one night stand that I get pregnant, like I fucked
God.
up in life. Like that would be like my ultimate like I fucked up in life.
Well, I mean,
but if
kind of in a sense, but something comes out of it. I mean, your kid comes out of it. So.
I get that, but I still like if she's like batshit crazy and it was like a one night stand, I would feel like I fucked up in life. But if it's someone I'm talking to, at least like say we weren't necessarily planning it.
You wouldn't say that if you had a kid
happened.
with a girl later.
You
wouldn't want that to be the representation of what brought your kid
listen
into this
here,
world.
son or daughter.
Correct.
Like
you wouldn't want your kid to see
you
exactly.
saying
that.
Like,
Hey,
if I never
me
had a
having
relationship,
kid with
if I
your
never
mom on the first night was the worst.
If I never had a relationship with
you're saying that
my
now because
future kid's mother, that would be pretty bad. Like telling it to my kid or to myself. Like if it was never a real thing, like I didn't have any real feelings for the girl. I didn't know the girl at all. I don't know any of her family history,
right?
Any of like how her parenting values, anything like that. And I just randomly have a fucking kid with a chick,
right?
I feel like I would fuck up. That would be a fuck up in my eyes. Like if I don't know anything about a girl and I get her pregnant, that is a fuck up in my eyes. Like if I'm building,
I don't know.
I get
like
what you're saying, but like I feel
someone,
I feel like that kind of will go away with time. Like maybe in the moment,
possible. It might not. It
in
might
the
not.
moment, you probably feel like that.
I mean, it might not. It better not define you.
No, I'm not saying it would define me, but I'm just saying it might not be the worst situation. But what if it is the worst situation? What if like I look at this girl this way and she's like this? That'd be entirely different. But I'm saying, like, at least in my eyes, not my goal, but like if worst came to worst, I would at least want to be talking to said girl and like know a little bit about her, know how she would be in like certain situations before like that came about.
Right. I don't think
at least I would
wants
hope
that type of situation.
Correct. At least I would hope. But anyways, back to your question. Where I see myself in 5 years, possibly having a child.
Possibly.
Yeah, I just put it out there as possibly because I kind of want to have a kid young, but at the same time, I mean, I'm still young.
For what? Look at your dad.
I know he had kids when he was fucking old as shit, but like,
when did he have his first kid?
32.
He got time
that's
to
not
play,
that
baby.
far off. And that's the thing.
You got
like,
time to play.
That's not that far off either.
It's not that far off, but that's past my 5-year plan.
Yeah, it is.
So I would go a whole 5 years without having a kid. That would be okay. So I don't know. I don't know what my 5-year plan will be. I'm just saying I kind of see myself having a kid. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be mad about it. If it does happen, that's a blessing. But like I said, I don't know how this next 5 years is going to plan out.
Yeah.
I would hope to be in 5 years. I'll be damn near 30. I would hope I would be 31 actually.
I think you got some
I
things
would
backwards.
hope to
That's
be in
just
a
my
serious
opinion.
relationship.
There you go. That's what I was going to say. I think you have some things backwards. I think that should be.
I was just bringing up the kid first because that's like the
because
most
if your
monumental.
if your biggest fear is what you just said, then your 5-year plan, the trajectory should be real relationship first,
of course.
and then
I was gonna get
Hey, I
into
wanna
it.
have a
I was
kid
gonna get into
eventually.
it, Jordan. You know I say shit backwards sometimes.
I'm
Anyways,
just saying.
back to what
Just
I was
checking.
saying. Yeah, I would hope to have like a real relationship, forming a bond with a certain person that like has similar values as me, or at least we're progressing to having, we at least agree on some things. Because I mean, everyone's different. Every female, male, they're different. Like
I would say in the sense that you're.
I feel like I'm maturing.
You are
in a sense.
We're all maturing as we grow, but I would say that you're a hopeless romantic, but like in a different way. Like you hope for a real everlasting.
I like to do little shit.
Positive relationship.
Everlasting love.
I don't think you're a hopeless romantic in the sense of like you You just like you're yearning for love, or you're yearning for like the perfect situation.
I don't
but you're
necessarily yearn for it, but like.
But you are yearning for a situation that can be
real,
real,
a genuine situation,
something that you can build on.
Correct. I would love a genuine situation where like I can give them my all, and
I think you are at that point. I think you're at that point in your life.
I am where like I don't want a situationship. I don't want like someone to waste my time. Like I've wasted enough time in my life. I'm about to be 26 years old. Like, yeah, I could, like, some people are like, oh, you're so still young. You have years. I get that I have years. Like, I could be a hoe if I want. I could do this. I could do that. But I don't want to do that. Like, I would hope that in these next 5 years is not the same as my last 5 years.
I think you're at a point mentally where you want it, but I don't think you're ready for it. You might want it.
I think I'm ready for it.
No, you're not.
I think I am.
No, you're not. I know you well.
Here we go.
I'm around you all the time. I talk to you almost every day.
I think I know myself more, though. I think I'm ready.
You want it. Okay, so based off all your actions, you can tell me that you're ready for it.
Not the last one, you know.
Okay.
But.
That's what I'm saying. I know you well.
But.
I know you want it mentally, and you want to be there.
I'm just saying.
I know you want to be there.
I feel.
But I don't think you're all the way ready for it.
One slip up. Oh, my God.
You haven't had any slip ups.
Well, it's not even about the slip. It's just about. It's not
about slip ups. It's about being mentally ready.
There's a difference between wanting something and being ready for something.
And that's what I'm trying to explain.
We all want a lot of things. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, I want to go travel. I want to buy a house. I want to do this. But right now, you know, you might not be ready to travel. You might not be ready to buy a house. You might not be ready to really commit to somebody to the level that it takes to be in a serious, you know, committed relationship.
Correct.
And
I'm right there with you.
But
I got you next week, though.
That is true.
We ain't gonna get too much into my bag, but I'm right there with you.
But I feel like I'm at least working towards said thing.
You are.
So like I feel like I might not be fully there.
Exactly.
But like But I'm not necessarily as far off as you think.
But they'll match up eventually.
But I don't think I'm as far off as you think, though.
I'm not saying that you're that far off.
I feel like I'm closer to being ready than I'm not.
I'm not talking about distance in between things. I'm just saying you're not ready.
I know,
now that could be, all right, so that could be centimeters off.
For the people, if this red cord is ready, I feel like I'm right fucking here. Like I'm close.
But still not ready, though.
But still not ready.
His point is still not ready.
I'm almost there.
I'm not saying that.
But I feel like there could be a certain situation that sways me.
But that's part
in that
and
way.
I think the situation
and I could be ready.
I think the situations that you're putting yourself into now are helping you get there.
Exactly, and that's partly what it is. Like when you're ready for something, you might not be ready for it in that moment, but like when you feel like mentally that you want something, then you're kind of the steps that you take leading up to that point is gearing you up for what you want. What you want as far as whether it is a relationship, whether it's something materialistic, whether it's career oriented or something like that. Like it's the steps that like now mentally you feel like I think I can handle this. I think I could take this on. Right. Now it's just now that your focus is on that, you know, what situation is going to come up to push you to that. Okay, now I feel like I can do it. Exactly.
Yeah, because it's not going to happen that easy. You're not going to.
No, I never thought it would.
You're not going to go to sleep one night and be like, I'm ready, and the next day it's just going to happen.
I was going to say the same thing.
You're going to have to go through the trial, the trials and tribulations that you have to go through to get you to that point. You're going to have to be tested.
Yeah, I didn't think I was just going to wake up and be like, oh, I'm ready. Gonna have a girlfriend tomorrow.
It's not. But you might want that.
I could.
Yes, nigga.
I mean, fuck, any of us could if we wanted to. I mean,
for sure.
We all have somebody.
We all could do that right now.
If we wanted to go up to somebody like, listen,
I promise you.
You trying to do this right now? Like you trying to be mine? Right. We got somebody we could go to that's like, bet, like let's do this. But that doesn't mean like it's the right time. That doesn't mean we're ready for it.
We're the right person.
And that does exactly it. I mean, there's a lot of different factors that go into it.
Yeah.
It's not just like I said. I mean, mentally you could be ready for it, but that also you have to have the right situation, the right person that's going to work with you, or the right situation that's going to work for you to propel you to, all right, now I can do this. I'm in that mental space to really take on what this all entails. Depending on, like I said, whether it's relationship, whether it's a like superficial goal, whether it's a life goal, whatever the fuck, like there's going to be certain situations that are going to gear you up to propel you to that.
And that could be a part of your 5-year plan. Like you want that now. And in these 5 years, you're building towards that. Not to say that it's going to take 5 years. Correct. But that's what you're working towards. Yeah. That's part of what you want your future to be in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're working towards that now, and that you're kind of committing
Yeah,
yourself.
that I understand at least where
You
I
have
have
an
to
understanding
go.
of it, and you're committing yourself to
and
it.
that's the biggest part.
It'll come when it's supposed to come.
Oh.
Exactly.
You
And
know
that's
what I'm saying?
really, once you get the understanding, that's when I feel like the situations start lining up for you, because you know what you're looking for, you
Yeah.
know what you
Right.
want to do.
It's the understanding
and
of
you have-
knowing you can't rush shit.
Well,
That
universal
too.
timing, you can't control that. You know
It's,
what I'm
it's
saying?
true. That's what I'm saying.
What you
It's-
feel like you
it's
might
the
be ready for,
understanding of
the
knowing.
universe is not going to give you until you're truly ready. So you could work towards that
telling me.
for 3 months, it can happen, or you can work towards that for 3 years and it can happen. You never know when the universe is going to give you what you truly want.
That is true.
But as long as you continue to manifest
Damn
that
it, universe.
and stay that course, then you'll get it when the time is right.
Motherfucker,
It
you.
works in mysterious ways.
It works in
no doubt.
mysterious ways. You get things when you're truly prepared for them. That's just how things go. You're
For some things, I feel. Not for all. Because there's some things I was not ready for, and it just happened. I was like, whoa, whoa.
But that's the
but
thing.
did they
it's-
last?
No, I'm just saying the teaching moments.
Uh-huh.
And
Like
that's
some things you're not
that's,
right.
that's
Preparing you
exactly
for
what it
something.
is.
I
And that's
get
exactly
it, but
what
I'm
it
just
is.
saying those teaching moments. Sometimes I was not prepared for said teaching moments.
You're
Why did
not
they
ready
come?
for it
I
yet. That's
was
why
like,
you're going through those
whoa.
moments.
But that's what it is. But
Weird
you're
here.
saying it right there. It's a teaching moment.
There
It's
you
a
go.
learning moment.
Right.
It might have not been, but like that's something that can help you realize
This is
what
all
you
in
want, what you don't want, what you need, what you don't need, what you think you want, all that shit.
True.
Like all those different factors and shit. That's
it's
what
all
goes
in preparation for something. You know what I'm saying?
And that, I mean, that goes for all of us, not just you, not just that goes for, I mean, everybody. I mean,
Right.
old, young, fucking people our age, people who are, getting ready to fucking cross over, like whoever
Or
the
that.
fuck, like it. I mean, there's lessons to be learned at all phases in life.
Right. We just so happen to be talking about you.
Yeah, yeah, dog.
110
I
so
happen to
happens
be
to
at
be
the hot
about
seat.
you. And it so happens to have a good amount of tequila in it too. So we have
Shout out to
Honestly.
fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
having honest conversations. Yes.
Terramana.
Shout out to The Rock, Terramana.
I don't know. Come on the podcast too. We'll have you on. But
course.
We'll see if we can work something.
Me and
out.
Eric on a Wednesday.
Be careful with that Terramana to make you
But
tear a couple things up, if you dig what I'm saying.
bye. But all right. So the last thing,
I was drinking Casa earlier.
Casamigos. Damn.
It
But the
is.
last thing we got before we wrap shit up, we've kind of gone through the the fun shit, gone through the fucking things that you want, the things that you need to experience, all that shit. Well, I mean, like when everything's said and done, when it's your time, like what is it that you want your legacy to be? Like what is it that you want to be remembered for? What is it that you want the people who you care about the most, whether it be your family, your friends, whoever, whatever, when it's your time, what is it that you want to be remembered for the most?
I mean, I feel like
Legacy.
I've done this pretty well in my life so far. I feel like I'll be remembered for my acts of kindness type shit. Like,
No doubt.
I feel like I'll be remembered
that.
for, like, most people will remember me for the fact that I spread myself so fucking thin to try to fucking help everybody out. Like, there's a lot of situations I'm in where I shouldn't be in the situation, but like I'm gonna try to be there and somewhere else at the exact same time,
Right.
just because I know someone needs me. So like I'm gonna try to help them and do something for myself, because I might be hurting myself, but like I know somebody needs help, so I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to help them first.
Right.
And like I feel like I do that a lot, to where not even if it's just like little shit like helping someone move, because
Right.
I've done that a fucking shit ton. I mean, Jordan can account for it. Other people can account for it. Like, I've helped a lot of people move.
Right.
But, like, that's just one of the little things. I'm talking, like, real shit. Like, I've helped people out with money situations. I've helped people out.
Right.
And just somebody needed to talk type shit.
Yeah.
Like, they just needed somebody at that moment, and I was there. Like, I made myself available even though I wasn't available.
Right.
And I feel like that's probably the biggest... It's kind of the biggest compliment I would think of myself, because... I feel like people would truly be able to say, like, when I'm dead and buried, like, my opinion don't matter no more. I'm dead and gone. Someone would be like, he was a cool guy. Like, he made sure he stopped and helped everybody. He'd help random people that, that had nothing to do with my life. But, like, I look out for random people.
Right.
Like, I try to help as much people as I can, because I feel like my place on this earth, like, we're all on this random-ass fucking rock.
Right.
We don't know where the fuck we're going after. My beliefs are I'm going to heaven.
Right.
That's my beliefs. Everyone has a different belief, and I'm like not pushing anyone towards a certain way.
You
but-
believe in a higher power.
But I believe that, Jesus died on the cross for my sins,
Right.
and I want to push that towards people as well. Like, I'm not saying I spread the gospel as much as I should. Church-wise, I don't. But I'm just saying, as a human being, I try to be a good human to other people.
Right.
Whether it's looking out for someone, like sparing $1 or $2 for someone to get a meal, or like buying random shit at Wawa just to give to somebody. Because like I've given random people food type shit.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, I didn't have it. Like I only have cards. Like I don't have any money, but like I can grab you something to eat if you need it. Like, and I'll just do random shit. And I don't post about it. Like I'm not somebody who's like, oh, gave this person, you know, I'll never post.
You're not looking for the validation.
Yeah, like I'll never post about something like that. But like I've done shit like that. I've helped, you know, my friends, my family members, people like in need that need to talk or fucking need something like that most people couldn't give them. Like I'll be there for that. Or like even on some like wild shit, if it's like, oh, this person disrespected me, I'll be there for that too.
Right.
Like I'm gonna be there for somebody if they need me. Like if it's like if they need me to talk, if they need me to like comfort them, if they need me to go fuck somebody up, it don't matter. Like I'm someone that people rely on to like they call.
You
a lot of shit with like handyman type shit. Like, oh, can someone hang a TV or can someone do little shit around the house? Yeah, like people call me a lot for that because they know I can do it. Yeah. And I don't mind because it's like I know I'm helping them to what they couldn't do. Yeah. So like I'm not gonna like I'll never charge somebody for that or like I'll never seek validation for that. But it's just something like I pride myself on that people know like I will help them out.
100%. Yeah. Everything you just said speaks volumes, you know, as far as who you are. And
we can both vouch for that.
We can both vouch for that and what your character is. And that's one thing, you know,
I mean, like
as a person that knows you pretty well that I have the highest respect for, you know, you go out of your way to help all the people that you truly care about. And even if there's somebody that you just have a loose relationship with, you still will go out of your way to help them. And
even if it fucks me up on other things, like, for instance, sometimes I might be late for a podcast or something. Right. Or, like, my own personal shit that I, like, put priorities on. I could end up showing up late to my own priorities because I tried to do something like that.
And majority of the time, that's what it is. It's not.
I spread myself too thin.
Jacob is never really, and that goes back to the point of you, like, saying that you go out of your way to be petty and spiteful. I don't see that too much out of you.
Nah,
and the relationship shit, and the situationship shit, sure.
Everybody has
moments. You play that little game. You have your little moments.
Y'all know exactly who it is. She knows exactly who it is.
But Jacob doesn't.
It's not nothing crazy.
Jacob will always have your back, even if you slight him. He'll still look out for you.
Yeah,
even if you try and get over on him, he'll still try and see the good in you. And you know that's one thing I love about you as a friend. And just somebody that knows you is that like you truly will go out of your way to help anybody and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do you wrong, like you don't let that affect how you treat other people. And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for you when it comes to that. You know what I mean? And I put a lot of value into our friendship, me and Eric's friendship. The people that I value on a high level, I know will come through for me. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it happen in real time. It's something I don't question. So, you know, I know you
I did Eric wrong one time, though.
Did you really?
Nah, he knows the shit he always brings up. How you fucking
answer the phone.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
One time he wants to bring it up forever.
But I'll save him on that. He did that because he knew the situation was handled.
Yeah.
He didn't go to sleep and was like wondering what the fuck was going to happen to you.
I just like to fuck with him.
I know.
That's
why I brought it up because it's funny. But I was like, bro, I know you were good. So I was like, bro, you got him.
We had a conversation before I went to go get you.
I was like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. He knew what was going on. Yeah. He's never going to leave you high and dry.
I mean, to the story that I brought up, just for my fucking hat, this man fucking did some illegal ass shit.
Where I would have gone to jail.
Bro,
not that me.
Honestly, like,
me.
Well, fuck, like, we would have been stuck there because none of us were fucking good enough to
they would have Ubered you or something. Right. I would have been in jail.
We both just talked about situations that Jacob has come through for us on. So, like, we both just given examples. Yeah. People who are watching the show got to see the stories for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just one of many. But, you know, those two stories will show that Jacob's not gonna leave you hanging. If he can help you, he's gonna help.
Yeah, he'll take the shirt off his back for you.
100%.
That's not a question. And that's, you know, I mean, just kind of piggybacking off what you said. That's, you know, that's the type of shit that, as far as me, like when I keep people around, like friends, people that like, that's the type of qualities I look for. Is people that are like selfless, genuine, that are willing to help. That it's like, you know, I got you. You know, I got you. Like, we got each other. If like, you know, when shit hits the fan, like, I know you're gonna be in my corner.
Yeah, when it's a real bond, There's no question. Like, I don't care how fucking rough this shit
Right.
gets. Like, if it's a real bond, like, you already know that person will be there.
And at this
And, like,
point,
y'all already know that. It doesn't matter how fucked up that
Yeah,
shit
we're too
situation will
established.
get.
but at
I'll
thi-
be sitting right there like, what's good?
The only thing we haven't done yet is gotten into a fight with other people.
that's true.
I've
Y'all
done-
got
we
to do
have-
it
We
without
have,
me.
exactly.
But,
No
yeah.
fear.
I know he
It don't
wanted to
happen
be there
one
for
I
that.
was so mad.
I mean, but not even. I take that back. I fought somebody for you, essentially.
Well, you got in a, yeah, he technically did get in a fight because of me.
Yeah,
It wasn't the person it wasn't the person that ended up I was even
But
beefing
even then,
with.
like I pushed
But
him
yeah,
it was midair. He was
yeah,
fucking.
no, you
It
did.
was in reaction to that.
Yeah, it was. And I didn't even what's funny is about hooping is cuz I don't take anything too seriously in my life. Like
Right.
I'm just that kind of person. I'm very nonchalant. Like if it comes down to it, yeah, I will fight someone, I'll fuck somebody up. Easy. Don't care.
Right.
But in that situation of hooping, like it was just like a normal hoop thing to me.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I fouled someone a little hard. I figured they would come at me like that, whatever. But Eric had my back. He was like, "Nah,
I'm just-
that ain't happening.
yeah, I just-
that ain't happening around here."
Nuh-uh.
And
But
like,
nuh-uh.
so the plays after made it funny. And like, these people were talking shit, and they weren't even good. Like, it was me, Eric, and some bum,
Right.
fucking
Yeah.
killing them.
The guy
Right.
just happened to be 6'8", so like you know.
The
Right.
dude, yeah, Eric fought,
Yeah.
happened to be a
So
tall
he
ass
was-
dude.
yeah, he
but he
was-
wasn't good at
Eric's-
hooping.
Eric so happens to like to humble people when they think they're.
Yeah, he
I'm
thought he
trying
was-
to-
At a certain point that
Yeah,
I'm a
he
little-
thought he was
and
good. He
me
thought
and
he was
him,
hot
me and
shit.
him relate in that in that aspect because I don't like people. I don't like people that are, too far gone on who they think they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get too geeked up.
And what's funny is,
To think that you won't
and
get
what's
checked.
funny is, as my fucking closest friends, like y'all are quick to humble people, and I like to be a little, above where I can be.
You
honestly,
like to talk your shit.
I do. I be talking my shit. Don't get me wrong though. Like I'll die, but I'll die beside my own words. Like I really would. Like I'm the type of person who I might say some stupid shit, but I'll die behind the stupid shit I
He'll
say.
die on that hill.
Yeah. Like I'm that type of dude to where like
But
I'm
guess what? You got
genuine
two
enough
fucking
to
real ass
it's
dudes
true,
to
it's
fucking
true.
reel you back in.
It's true. Like they'll help me out, and like if the situation gets too far gone,
We'll
Right.
fucking reel you
but
back
I'm
in
just
real
saying,
quick.
like in any situation, I'm gonna say whatever. And I mean,
I'll let you run a little bit
yeah.
longer than he will.
of course, and it all depends on if we're sober or drinking, because like there's different sides to everybody.
And that's
There's our sober
there's
side, and there's
differences
our
in our-
drinking side.
Yeah.
In our
there's
drinking
differences
side,
in
I
our
might be a little
friendships.
more, out of pocket and wanting to say a little bit more, but.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to it, yeah, I know they have my back. They know I have their back. So
Right. And I was gonna say,
It
like,
is what it is.
as far as all of us being genuine characters, I think at this point in our life and like where we are in age, not that we're old or anything, but like we don't really have too much time for anything else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like we have to have the understanding that you're a real genuine character, and if some shit goes south, you're gonna have my back.
Yeah.
Because other than that, we don't have time to entertain anything else. We all have our own lives going. We all work. Some of us have different schedules. We're not around each other all the time. So we have to have a general understanding of who we are and how we're going to look out for one another.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If some shit pops off.
No
At
doubt.
26, at 25, about to be 26, 27 years old, we don't have time to be figuring out who's going to look out for
I
us.
do
and
love
who's
that
gonna,
part of the podcast.
and who's
when we're
gonna
all
come-
the different age.
and who's going to come through for us.
It's my
And,
favorite.
if I need help with this, and we don't,
No,
at
you
that
already
time,
know.
we're not looking for that
Yeah.
anymore. That's
You're-
established.
We already know.
We
end
have an
of the day,
understanding
who-
of
who to
that. And
text.
if you're not that person, unfortunately,
You're gonna get pushed to the side.
I got to keep you at a distance. I'll see you when I see
Yeah,
you. But as far as being around people all the time, we have to have that general understanding of what the relationship is. You know what I'm saying? And we're fortunate to have that, in my opinion.
For sure.
I mean,
Because not a lot of people that do.
to put a part in that. Me saying what I've said, prior, that I will help, a lot of people. There is certain situations where I know I shouldn't be in, but like I'm still gonna look out for said people,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I shouldn't be in that situation or shouldn't be looking out for them
Right.
because I know they can't reciprocate
And
what
I'll
I'm
tell
giving
you,
them.
like, nigga, you gonna help him out?
Yeah, but like it's just
He owe
me.
you how much money?
Yeah, but it's just
You
it's,
letting that shit just slide?
but it's just me as
That's
a
the
person.
difference in
It's
Jacob,
just me
though.
as a person. Like I'm gonna still help them because
And he knows all.
I mean,
he
at the
knows
end of
that-
the I don't forget shit. Like
Yeah.
we go through this on the podcast. Like I got a memory of a fucking elephant. Like I'm gonna remember some wild shit from random shit, but I remember a lot of things. And of course, with money wise, I'm always gonna remember that.
Right.
But I'm not gonna
Jacob
be.
might know somebody is trying to get over on him or trying to run game in a sense. And he knows it, but he'll still be like, all right, that's fine. I'll still help him out. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's not like he's getting fooled.
Yeah.
He just is.
I'm not. That's because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, I don't like when someone tries to try my intelligence. Like, I might play stupid occasionally for shits and giggles. Like, we talked about this on the last podcast that came out with Top Notch. But don't try my intelligence. Like, I'm very smart. Right. I might not show y'all that. I might, like, perceive to be, kind of ditzy or whatever just to have fun. But, like, I am very intelligent. I pay attention to everything. So, like, when people try to get one over on me, like, I see that shit coming. And I might still do things, like, to help them, to benefit them, just because I want to kind of see how the situation plays out. Because even if I don't get it back, like, I know at the end of the day, karma is a real son of a bitch. She'll get somebody.
Goes around, comes around.
But not even, like, a karma-wise. Like, I don't look, anyone I help, if I'm helping them, it's not out of spite. It's not out of, like, I want something in return. If I'm helping you, it's genuine, like, I'm just helping you. Yeah. Right. As simple as that. Like, I don't need anything in return. If you do pay me back, like, I would like that.
Sure. Awesome. But if not, then,
But I'm not going to, I'm not going to dwell on the situation. I've lost money over it. Like, I've helped friends out that haven't paid me back, might not ever pay me back, but it is what it is. Like, they needed it at the time, and, like, I'm not going to pretend I'm on such a high horse to where I can't help anybody else. Good. Like, right. I'll help anybody. And like I said, it might fuck me over in the long run, but they needed it at the time and they got helped. Right. That's the more important thing. Like, I helped them in that bad situation. Right. They'll remember that forever. Even if they don't want to remember it and, like, pretend they don't owe me money, they remember it.
Of course.
So, like,
of course.
So, like, I've had certain people, like, stop fucking with me as heavy as they have because, like, I helped them out and then they knew they owed me shit, so they don't really fuck with me like that. Right. But at the end of the day, like, I'm still checking in on them. I'll still look out for them. Because, like, it's all love. Like, I still care for these people. Like, I'm not helping you for no reason. Like, I still care for you. Yeah. Right. Like, even if you're going to fuck me over, I still care for you.
Right. And I think it's you understanding your positioning in life, too. Not to say that, like, you're better than these people, but...
You just understand what your purpose is.
You might understand what your purpose is, but you might be, in that specific time,
I might be better off. Yeah, I might be better off than them currently.
But you have an understanding of that, and that makes you want to help them more, in my opinion. Outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? You understand that where you are, you're in a position to give back.
Yeah, I can help. They might not be able to.
And they might not be able to do it. And I think that's sometimes what makes you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Having that thought process. But yeah, all that to say that the Cuban Sensation he's a pretty good guy.
He's a real guy. We might give him shit. Guy. We might fucking call him out on his bullshit, but we stick around with each other for a reason. This is not just podcast shit. This runs deeper than that. So
100%. And if it was just podcast shit, it wouldn't have lasted.
Honestly.
Jordan would have been out years ago.
Probably. And Jacob would have been out the year he went to
Seattle,
a different state. But that's neither here nor there.
But people know they love me.
Any last words, Jacob?
They know that we all love each other, and I think that's a good. People can watch the show one time and know that. And people that know us well, they know that we all have strong
genuine love
and respect for each other, and that's why
we might get into it. We might have our little differences or arguments, but
that's why this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, it's all love. It's all genuine.
People that known us for a while know that, and I think people that tune in for the show for the first time will get a pretty good understanding of that. So that's a beautiful thing. We got a couple more of these deep dive episodes to go.
Boom, you're next, boy.
These profile episodes. I guess I'm on deck.
Boom.
I feel like Jacob's was a good way to start it off. Yeah. Good way to dive into things.
Episode 110.
1/3 of the No Hangover podcast.
Main third, but
whatever you want to call it. The Cuban Sensation.
I just like fucking with people.
You know what I'm saying? He's here. He's live in the building.
I'm surprised you didn't jump into how the Cuban Sensation came about.
You want to talk about the legend of the Cuban Sensation?
Nah, but I thought you would talk about like how the
legend of the Cuban Sensation
came about.
The Cuban Sensation derived from a nickname that had to evolve. Jacob evolved into the Cuban Sensation. When he first started, he was just Player of the Year, and this was like I said earlier. I watched the whole maturation of Jacob Andrew Venus over here. You know what I'm saying?
Whole government.
So, in that time, I would give him little nicknames here and there, and that was part of like me hyping him up and me seeing his potential turn into
Young Draco is still hilarious.
what we always knew, was going to be this. But he was young Draco at a certain point. He was player of the year for a little bit. He was traveling at this time, so he was Mr. International as well. But player of the year is where it really like started from. Jacob was on a run. He was doing his thing.
Two-time MVP.
He was MVP 2 years running. The girls was going crazy over him.
I think it was 2.
And
might not have been 3.
I started calling him player of the year.
Who's keeping count?
And then he did it 2 years straight. He did it 2 years straight, and then started creeping into his third year and was like, this shit was still going. I'm like, oh, this nigga's the Cuban sensation. He's sensational. He's more than player of the year. This is not
sensational.
This is not just a one
I love
time.
my cheesecake.
This is not just a one time thing. This
Sensational.
is his identity. This is who he is. So that's where the Cuban sensation came from. He will continue to be the Cuban sensation for the rest of his life. That's his alter ego.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Get this shit tatted.
Like he said, that Cuban shit is in his blood.
It really is.
It's the Cuban sensation. That's the
Might
greatest
look white
nickname
to
I could have
some of
ever
y'all
gave him. He loves
folks,
that shit too.
But I eat it up low key. I love it.
But that's where it came from. He lives
Only
that
on
shit.
the podcast though.
He
Only
lives
if
that
Jordan says
shit.
it.
He lives that shit wholeheartedly. He is
Sensational.
Y'all should come out and see him tap into it. It's a sight to see.
Great sight to see.
You know what I mean?
Well, fuck on that
But
note. Let's finish up.
By
with
any
shots.
means,
For real.
where you can find that is on YouTube. Follow and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
But you could also follow and subscribe on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, Google Play. Don't know where else I missed. Instagram, follow us there.
You said what? YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify.
Said them all.
There's one more. Apple Podcast. Did I say that?
Said it.
All right, well, fuck. They're all there. Go to the profile and there's a little link tree and you can find all that shit right there.
Boom.
On No Hangover Podcast Instagram. So, man, Jacob, you're a good guy. If people don't get that from this, then they're shitty people and they need to fuck off. So there you go.
Everyone has their own opinions on people.
Well, they could suck a dick. How about that?
He said it.
There you go.
But yeah, everyone. That's the funny thing about life. Everyone has their own persona and own perception about you.
That is true.
It's the
Doesn't
people
matter
that
what you do.
Yeah.
People are going to perceive you how they want.
It's true. Everyone has their own opinion, every own persona about you. It's like you could be the best person in the world. Someone could think you're a piece of shit, and to them you're a piece of shit.
Them?
I think
Fuck
most
you.
people have a good perception of you.
On me personally, I believe so.
I think you live the 80-20 rule pretty well. I think 80% of people that know you like you, and I think 20% of people that know you might hate on you.
Haters gonna hate. And
You might even
ain't.
be doing 90-10.
I was about to say probably.
You might be doing 90-10. I wouldn't doubt that.
I feel like most people fuck.
I wouldn't doubt that.
There might be the good 10%. That's
It might be 10% of people that might say some slick
closet
shit about
haters.
you. Closet haters. They might
for
say
sure.
some slick shit
They might
about you
say
behind
some
closed
slick
door.
shit, exactly. But if they see me, they ain't gonna say shit. Because
that's most people.
as we've known in high school and throughout,
Pussy.
That's
people
most
people who people who fucking hated me, right? High school and throughout my life, people who hated me, they see me in person. Oh, what's up, Jacob? How you doing? Fucking
That's
love
most
me in
people.
person.
Pussies. They're
Love
pussies.
me in person though. Fuck off. Keep that same energy. If you hate me or claim to hate me, fucking hate me when you see me.
Stop
me
looking
now.
for a reason to hate
Like Nas
me.
said.
Yep.
Or like
But
Party Next
just
Door
hate
said.
me.
But like my good friend Eric says that he got off somewhere else. Everybody
Boom.
love everybody.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, we out.
We out. See y'all next week.
Yes,
Hoes.
sir.
For Jordan. Stay tuned.
It's gonna be fun.
110. Peace.
Stop looking for a reason.